Welcome to Kerbal Space Program, guys. We are jumping into a career game, and it's going to be fun. I love Kerbal Space Program. It is a fantastic game. I have played a lot, well, quite a lot. Not on the channel though, so everything is set up. So we'll just jump in and start a new career. So I've played a lot alone, but not on YouTube. So okay, accept. If you don't know Kerbal Space Program, basically you're running a space program for a little green men on called Kerbals on the planet Kerbin, and it's a lot of fun. It's a relatively difficult game. It has a steep learning curve, I'd say, but it's a lot of fun. So here we have the KSP, or KSC, sorry, Kerbal Space Center. And this is where we launch our missions from. We have mission control, spaceplane hangar, runway, vehicle assembly building, astronaut complex, administration building, research and development, tracking station, and the launch pad. And so if we start by taking a look at research and development, if you know Kerbal Space Program, you'll see that our tech tree is a little bit bigger than the standard tech tree. There are a lot of mods running, interstellar, deep freeze, base systems. I think I have installed quite a lot of mods installed, and I think it's going to be a fun playthrough. There are a few issues with the tech tree. It looks a little bit weird, so survivability is back here, but it requires manned technology, which is here, which requires basic vehicles, which is here, but it's not going to be a problem, I think. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine. So that's the tech tree. We don't have any science to do anything right now. We have mission control, which is where we need to go first. We need to gather science data and launch vessels and stuff. So these are missions that we get. And we are going to take the mission to launch our first vessel. And we are going to take the mission to gather science data from Kerbin. Easy peasy. Now, we need to go into the vehicle assembly building, and we need to start building our rocket. So we have a command pod. The only one we have is the Probodobodine Stay Putnik, which is what's it called? A thing, like a little brain, a little computer in there that is going to control the aircraft. We are going to put the Might solid fuel booster on there, and we are going to limit the thrust to, well, the thrust I suppose can be the same. We'll reduce the solid fuel in it so that it doesn't go so high. We're going to need to put some science on there. Let's see, utility, we don't, yeah, we need a parachute. So we need a parachute up there on the head. And then we need science. Where is science? There. We need two hot thermometers and two, oops, I turned that around somehow. So two thermometers and two barometers so that we can do some science, and they are now on each side there. And that's basically all we need. So we will check our staging. First, the solid fuel booster ignites. Then when we stage, we get our parachute out so that we can land the craft safely. This will be our first rocket. Let's launch this bad boy and get our contracts done. So these first missions are very, very basic. So we'll log that, keep it, and we'll log that, keep it. and then we can launch. Let's open these because I am not sure if we're going to tumble or what we are. The Kerbal way is tumbling, so we're probably going to tumble. We don't have any stability assist or RCS or anything like that. So let's launch. And we will log and keep and keep. And that's basically all. So we're going up, straight up in the air. We're not turning or anything. And there we go. We have launched our first rocket. And we can see that we've completed our 2 contracts, and we have a world's first milestone. We've launched our first vessel. We've broken speed records, we've broken altitude records, another speed record, another altitude record, stuff like that. Good stuff, good stuff. We've launched our first vessel, we've done our contracts, and it's all good. So now we're coming back down, and that's okay. All we need to do is basically deploy our parachutes. I'll deploy at around 3,000 meters, I think. So there we go. And the chute is out. We can see it up there. It's not fully deployed yet. It'll fully deploy at 1,000 meters. We can unpin those, and it looks like we're coming straight back down on the launch pad, which is absolutely fine. So here goes the parachute. Out it comes, and we slow down to what, 3 meters a second or so. Let's time warp a bit. No point in sitting here waiting for that. Okay, we are almost down. We can see our shadow down there. Wonderful. You can see the moon over there, or mun. I'm not sure how to pronounce that really. Moon. It's spelled M-U-N, not M-O-O-N. So moon. I don't know. Anyway, we are safely down, and we can recover our vessel. Fantastic, successful first flight. I love it. All right. That gives us a bit of science, 34 science, which is great. And we get some funds back for our recovered parts. Plus we got some funds for completing our contracts. So we now have almost 100,000. We started with 25, so yeah, a good first flight. Let's see, what's the next thing that we want to do? Let's see, we have some testing contracts. Test a radial decoupler at the launch site. We can definitely do that. And then we can probably escape the atmosphere. Now, these contracts, we don't have to take them all. But for instance, these focused atmospheric surveys, I'm probably just going to skip those because I hate those contracts. They suck. But we'll accept escaping the atmosphere as well. So our little rocket would not be able to do that, I believe. But we have some science that we can spend. So we're definitely getting basic rocketry. That'll give us some fuel tanks and the swivel liquid fuel engine, which is really good. So, and the radial decoupler. So let's research that. And you can set it up so you don't get the parts automatically, but we have had set up so that we just get them when we unlock science. We will research, let's see, I think we'll research, because we have the little basic fins. So I think we'll research this so that we get the photovoltaic panels, though we don't need them for this mission. Let's research that. We could research basic aviation, but I don't think we need to right now. The next things are general rocketry, but that costs 25 science. We only have 14. We have flight control, which gives us the small inline reaction wheel and some RCS capabilities, which isn't bad. man technology so that we get the onion reentry model could be a thing as well. Alrighty. But we're going to save that 14 science there. And let's build a rocket that can possibly go into space. Basically, we need this setup again. That's fine. We could add, you know what, we're going to add 3 of each on here. Because we can do, so we've done flying low and at the launch site, but we can do high in space and, or high in the atmosphere, we can do in space, and we can do possibly somewhere where we land. Let's see, we're going to put a coupler on here, I think. I'd like to take it off again. Ah. Can I not take that off again? There we go. Because let's just see. Fuel tanks. We have these fuel tanks. We also have these. I think they're a little bit too small though. I think it's gonna have to be these because we need to put the swivel on here. Or we could just go into space with some solid fuel boosters. The shrimp. Does that have... Yeah, it has better thrust. Much better thrust. Okay. So what we could do is put 2 of these on here. Let's see. That's not what I want. Where do we have... I have... Alright, so I can't see Delta V tools. Alright. Doesn't show me what I want to see though. Ah, it shows down there. Okay. Fine. So let's move these down here and see what kind of thrust we have. 2.69, 2075. So it's enough to get into space, I do believe. But we do need the decoupler here, but I'm thinking maybe a battery would be a good idea. If we can get one. We can't. We don't have a battery. Okay, fine. Let's do this, and we'll put some, just a little bit of stability on here as well. Something like that is fine. And that's our second rocket. So we'll call that our, oh, we'll call that the Escaper 1, I guess, or something. Escaper 1. Let's launch and see how this goes. Hopefully well. So we basically just need to go straight up and come straight back down. Doesn't really matter. So we still don't have any stability assist or anything. So, oh, wait. Plus, we actually, we need to revert this flight to vehicle assembly, because of course we can't fire both our boosters at the same time, so we need some coupling in between them. So there. And then we need to move you below there. So this booster goes first, then this one, and then we decouple that as well, and then we release the parachute. All right, Save that. Launch. That's better. The other one would have been a disaster. We would have blown up our booster immediately, or the first one. Alright, let's go. Let's see if we can get up there. It would be nice if we can. We're tipping over. We're tipping over. And I have absolutely no control. So we might not be getting up there. Because we are definitely tipping. We're tipping. Let's hope that we can. I don't think so. I don't think we'll make it. Alright, and there we go. So no, we're not going to make it. That's for sure. We are gonna crash and burn. Crash and burn. Dang it. Alright, well, at least we're not crashing into the Space Center. Well, this is a part of being a new space program. Accidents happen. We are boosting straight into the water. Gone. Okay. So, that didn't work. Let's go to the Space Center. And we will try something different. We will try something different. Okay. So this just didn't work. So we will put on some fuel tanks instead and go with rocket fuel. Well, liquid fuel. And a engine which can gimbal so that we have a bit more control. Whoops. Let's come down. Why won't you? Okay. Let's see if we put a engine on here. What does this look like? 2,821 meters a second. That's more than enough to get into space, I think. We can probably take 2 of these off. Can you please? Thank you. 2,547. This is plenty. Okay. And then we want our aerodynamics. Let's put 4 of these on here, like so, and that should do it. Let's call it Escaper 1A. Save, launch. Alright, let's see if we can do this. We should be able to. We should be able to. Let's just this. Come on. Okay. So we need to get our thrust to max. What is our thrust to rate ratio? It's a little too high, so we don't need it to be max. Let's do something like that. We still don't have any stability assist, but we now have the ability to gimbal, which is useful. All right. Let's see if we make it up there this time. We might make it up there, tumbling, but we'll probably tumble. We'll probably tumble our way up there. And that's okay. We're getting a little bit of drag from the wind we can see here. And there we go. Ah! Go up. Just go up. So, without the stability assist, this isn't easy. Wow. Well, let's see if we make it up there. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, not docking mode. So apparatus is 15. So we're basically at the apparatus now. We can try and go up a little bit more. Alright. I don't suppose we can do any new science here, can we? It's a little hard to hit the actual science. Come on. No. Alright. Well. Are we... We're going to drop this on the KSC, aren't we? Oh, we can let that go. Hopefully it doesn't land on the KSC. We could deploy our chutes as well, but I don't think I want to just yet. Alrighty. No, it's not going to land on the KSC. Good. Let's deploy our chutes. Not shoot, not shoots. And let's try and come in for a landing. That. Okay. Time warping, and yeah, I'll recover the vessel and we'll give it another shot. Alright, so we got a little bit of science for recovering our vessel, but not a lot. And we're going to give it another shot, but we're going to make one small change to the rocket, and that is that we're going to add some stability up here as well, just to see if that'll help. So this will be escaper 1B. Save, launch. Alright, let's give it a shot. Hopefully it'll work this time. We still have a lot of thrust to rate, so we'll go there or so. And we'll just try and go straight up. That is all we want to do. Just go straight up. Okay. Let's hope this helps. Okay. No, stay there. No, stay there. No, stay. No, stay. Dang it. Alright, I am going to revert this flight to launch. I think we can do it. I just need to keep my hands off the controls. The rocket might be a little bit short for this, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, just go straight up, full speed. Don't care if you're going too fast or anything. Just get up there. So our apparatus is at 10 kilometers and we cannot make it up there. We cannot make it up there with this rocket. I don't think. Maybe. No. Nah. No way. Alright. Revert flight. Revert to vehicle assembly. These were test launches. They were test launches. What we're going to do is we're going to extend the rocket some. And try and make it that way. Let's see if this works. All right. I hate not having SAS. It's really rough. Okay, let's go. Makes the rocket a little bit longer, which might make it a little bit more manageable. I hope. And we are up to... Nope, it's not making it more manageable. Dang it. Alright. This is starting to annoy me. So what else can we do? Do we have... all we have is the basic fins. Fuel tanks. I suppose... Let's see... We have 29 of 30 parts. What we could try and do is try and just skew these a little bit so that we get a rotation going. Let's try that. With the rotation, hopefully, by spinning, we maintain better control, and that'll help us. You can see our axis down here going up. We are spinning now. Good. This spin will hopefully help us keep going straight up, more or less. Nope, it didn't. It didn't. Oh, we're going up. Now we're going down. This is fun. This ain't happening. Revert flight, reverts vehicle assembly. So what if we get even more spin going? Let's try that. So it's a lot of trial and error, but that's okay. Let's go. It might also be because we are simply it's not very practical, it's not very aerodynamic, our rocket. But we're spinning a lot more now, which is promising. But we are spinning out of control. Oh, we're going upward. It's simply not happening. It is simply not happening. So what we can do, we're going to let this one crash because we have had a few attempts where it should have been that way. So let's not cheat. And let's deploy our chute, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're about to come down, and one happy thing about this mishap is that we can... we're out of power, aren't we? Yep. No more electric charge. So we could have done science here, but we can't because we are out of electric charge. Wonderful. All right, so we do have a little bit of science. Let's see if there is something that can help us in basic aviation. We have the T1 winglets, which are bigger winglets. So let's research that and see if bigger winglets won't make us more stable. They should. They should. So we'll take those off. We'll take those off. We will put these big boys on. These are huge. And we'll put 4 on here as well. This should bloody well keep us going straight. Launch that. If this doesn't keep us going straight, then I think we're in trouble. Alright, let's go. And let's check our apoapsis. So we're at 5 kilometers. It doesn't help us go straight. Right, well, revert flight, revert to vehicle assembly. We'll try and skew them a little bit again so that we get some rotation going. The same with you guys. And launch. This is annoying me greatly. I'm normally better at this. When I play on my own, I don't have this many failures, I feel. We don't have SAS. But we can spin. It might also simply be that we're going too fast too soon. It could be that we just need to slow down a bit. Because we're down here and yeah, this is not working. Revert flight. Revert to launch. Let's just try and go a little bit slower right off the bat so that we don't pick up too much speed down here in the thick atmosphere, because that can be a problem. So we are spinning. We are going up, but it looks like our spin is actually counterproductive, maybe. Yeah, it is. So let's try without spinning. Okay. Let's do that. And we'll give it another go. Something like that. Let's go and let's get there this time, please. So we're going straight up. We're not touching anything. We're definitely not going too fast. We are starting to tilt already, though, which is disturbing, to say the least. Okay, let's try and stay just going straight up. Tiny little corrections. Okay. No! Damn it. This is bugging me. We're just hanging there. We're gonna going to turn around so that we can potentially... Oh, I didn't mean to turn that off. All right, let's go. Okay, let's stay here. Let's not this time. Please, 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 please. Nope. All right. Well, we're getting higher, but I don't think we'll make it to space. I don't think we'll make it to space. No. Dang it. Nah, we're not going to make it to space. Come on. Stay up there. Heck, nabbit. Well, we're closer. We're closer. Okay. We're at 25 kilometers. There's no way we're making it to space, but we're definitely a lot closer than we were. Definitely a lot closer than we were. Okay, what we may be able to do is get some science from up here. If I can hit the barometer and thermometer. Come on. I want to hit the thing. Dang it. I can never hit it. Come on. There's the barometer. Yes, keep experiment. And then we just need a thermometer as well. I almost had it. And I don't think we can get that now. Come on. I had it. Damn it. All right, let's do this and see if we can hit it then. All right, keep experiment. All right, that gives us some science. So that's something, I guess. And how is our electric charge? It's going down quick. We want to see over land. We've got our shootout. There, and how's our electric charge? We might be able to get some science when we touch down here. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's going down too fast. But we got some data. So, yeah, this we can't do. All right, never mind. We will come down, and in the next one, we will attempt to go back to well, go to space, not back to space. We haven't made it to space yet, but we'll see if we can't do it in the next one. But I'll be right back. All right, we've landed. We had no electric charge, so we couldn't do the science there, but we did get some. So we have 26 science. We earned 18. So if we go into research and development, flight control, we can get a reaction wheel, which might help us. We could also go with pilot, which at least would have SAS. But I think we'll go with flight control, though we don't have... No, we can't go with flight control because we simply don't have the power for it. So I don't think... The aerodynamic nose cone could be a help. It might be a help. Anyway, we'll look at this stuff in the next one. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.